section. The PAN card application form is called Form 49A. This form can be downloaded from the link given below. Once you have downloaded the form, take a printout of the same. Next step is to fill the form. The form is to be filled legibly in block letters in English only. It is preferable to use a pen with black ink to fill the form. In each box, fill only one character, that is, alphabet, number or a punctuation sign. A blank box must be left after each word. Individual applicants need 2 recent color photographs with a white background. These photos have to be pasted on the form in the spaces provided. The size of the photo should be 3.5 cm into 2.5 cm. The photo should not be stapled or clipped to the form. The photos on the left should have a signature or thumb impression across it. For the right side photo, the signature or thumb impression should be below it. Thumb impressions should be attested by a notary public or an authorized officer with official seal and stamp. Now start filling the form. First of all, fill the assessing officer details. Assessing officer details can be found on these web pages. In the item 1 section, you have to fill in your personal details. Here, select your title like Shri, Srimati, etc. Write your surname, first name and middle name in full form. These are to be filled without any initials. Your name should not be prefixed with any title like Miss, Doctor, Kumari, etc. For non-individuals, what if the name is longer than the space provided? In that case, it can be continued in the space provided for the first and middle name. In case of a company, the name should not contain any abbreviations. Example, Private Limited should be written in full. Variations like PVT Ltd, Private Ltd, P.Ltd, etc. are not allowed. In case of sole proprietorship, the PAN should be applied for in the proprietor's own name. This will be printed on the PAN card. Note that the last name must be written in its full form. The next section asks for other names that one is or was known by. It must be filled if the applicant selects yes, following the instructions applicable for item 1. Item 4, the gender field, should be filled only by individual applicants. The item 5 section asks for date of birth. The dates expected from different categories of applicants are specified in the form. Example, a company should provide its date of incorporation. Next, individual applicants should fill in their father's name. Instructions in item 1 with respect to name apply here. Note that the married women should also give their father's and not their husband's name. Item 7 asks for your address. Residential address should be filled only by individuals, HUF, AOP, BOI or AJP. Individuals should give their office address here if they have a source of income. Example, business or profession. In case of firm, LLP, company, local authority or a trust, complete office address is mandatory. The address given by all the applicants should include these details: town, city, district, state or union territory, and PIN code. Foreign address must contain country name along with its zip code. For item 8, that is address for communication, individuals HUF, AOP, BOI or AJP may tick either on residence or office address. Other applicants should write their office address. All communication will be sent to the address written here. Telephone number and email ID details are to be filled in item 9. Telephone details should include country code, that is ISD code, and area or STD code. Example, details of a Delhi telephone 23557505 number should be filled as 91 the country code, 11 the STD code. The numbers and the email ID are necessary to contact applicants in case of any discrepancy in the application, send the PAN card via email, SMS the status updates. In item 10, select the category status that is applicable. In case of limited liability partnership, the PAN will be given a firm status. Item 11 asks for registration of companies issued by the Registrar of Companies. Other applicants may mention registration number issued by the state or central government authority. Item 12. Citizens of India must enter their Aadhaar number if allotted. It should be supported by a copy of Aadhaar card. In item 13, applicants must indicate their source of income using a business or a profession code. These codes are available on page 3 of the form. Example, medical profession and business code is 01, engineering is 02. Item 14 asks for personal details of representative assessees. Only those specified in Section 160 of the Income Tax Act 1961 can act as representative assessees. Some of them are an agent of the non-resident, guardian or manager of a minor, lunatic or idiot, court of wards, etc. Representative assessees are mandatory for applicants who are minors, mentally retarded, deceased, idiot or a lunatic. Personal details of the representative assessees have to be filled here. Item 15 is about documents to be submitted for PAN card application. Attaching proof of identity and proof of address with the PAN application is mandatory. These documents should be in the name of applicant. Representative assessees must also attach these documents. List of documents that serve as proof of identity and address are given on page 4 of the PAN application form. Applicants must furnish any one document from the options listed in the form. Example, proof of identity for individual applicants and HUF are school leaving certificate, ration card, driver's license, etc. Documents for proof of address are electricity bill, telephone bill, passport, etc. Now we will discuss some general information regarding the application. The fee for processing PAN application is ₹96, that is ₹85 plus 12.36% service tax. Payment can be made by demand draft or check. For addresses outside India, the processing fee is ₹962. That is, application fee ₹85 plus dispatch charges ₹771 plus 12.36% service tax. For foreign addresses, payment can be made only by way of demand draft payable at Mumbai. The box at the end of the form asks for the applicant's signature or thumbprint. Representative assessee's signature or thumbprint should be given for minors, the deceased, lunatics and the mentally